this is what I want to do and I think I can do it.
Yeah.
But I think it's really about not waiting on other people to validate us and finding validation in our circles or in the work that we do. Because sometimes if we wait on somebody to validate us, for some of us, no one ever will.
You know, our dreams are not something you have, they're something you claim. You know, you had to claim that dream, and then you find that if you claim it, the space creates itself.
It opens up.
And I wanted to be a poet for a living. I mean, no, I did not look around and anyone had that job. And I saw no one making a living doing that. And it was far before poetry was something that has now become, you know, kind of a trend, but still niche. And I think that, but at the time it just did not exist. It was not something, and I remember, you know, I was making a living in New York working as a creative in the fashion world, and I told my parents, I was like, I really want to write poetry. I just feel called to I was like, beyond that, one day I just realized, I was like, you know, I asked myself, what was the thing I was the most proud of in my life? And I was like, well, the thing I feel the most proud of is actually the type of friend I am, how I am able to show up in friendships. And then my next question was, well, how can I find a way to do that every day? And I realized that if I could find a way to treat every single person in the world as if they were my best friend, then I could do the work in the world that truly gave me joy. And then my next question was like, well, what's the sharpest tool in my toolkit to execute that, which was my words. And so that's why I started writing poetry. But I remember even telling my parents, I was like, I think I want to be a poet. And they were like, I don't understand. What do you mean? Like, who even says that? What are you think? Like how? I was like, I think that there's just different ways to do it. I think that there's different ways to message and create tools to allow people to feel safe and empowered and kind of deserving of space in our world. And I think that I can be a part of that journey with people. And no one believe, like even my parents who are, you know, they kind of have to believe in you. They were still kind of like, okay, but you know, don't quit your day job.
Oh no.
And
did lots of people tell you that? People that cared about you told you that, hey, this sounds cool, Cleo, but
yeah, they were
go
like,
to work.
It'll probably be a cute hobby, you know. And so I just kept working on it, and I just kept kind of really kind of I kind of turned to having a relationship with my words, which is, I think, what strengthened my ability to use them, because if I tried to like let the dream be outside of me actually just being able to do it, then I was just finding naysayers pretty much everywhere. Even so, if my best girlfriends were like, yeah, I think I could be part of something you do, because no one saw it, and I don't blame them. And sometimes what's interesting is that you have to believe in yourself even more than the people who believe in you.
Absolutely, because sometimes the people, like you said, they just can't see it. They cannot see the forest through the trees.
Yeah.
And for some folks, it's not their job to see it.
And they're not, and maybe no one's going to have as clear of a vision for your life, or a clearer vision for your life than you.